and welcome back to HWL Radio Sports. I'm here with the co-host,
Tony Edwards from Don't Stop Corporation. Good morning, guys. It's Tuesday, March 6, 2018. A lot of things going on in the sports world again. First of all, we didn't congratulate your boy yesterday. I'd like to congratulate him. Kobe Bryant, Los Angeles Lakers former player. He won the Oscar Sunday, and he won it for Dear Basketball. He was the executive producer. He co-wrote the Dear Basketball. It was a poem, actually, about him playing for the last 20 years in his career for the Lakers. So that was congratulations to Kobe Bryant. He deserved it.
Okay, have you
Any
seen
basketball player?
it? Have you seen
Excuse
it?
me?
Have you seen it?
I've seen bits and pieces. I haven't seen the whole thing. They showed it on Jimmy Kimmel, bits and pieces. I'm going to watch the whole thing because if he won the Oscar, it's worth watching.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. I'm gonna have to check it out. I didn't even know about it.
Yeah, I heard about it because I've seen it on Jimmy Kimmel, but I didn't think he would be in the caliber of winning the Oscar on it. So
No, I'm saying like it came out in the movie theaters.
Yeah, Your Basketball. And like I said, the thing about that is I was surprised that he co-wrote it.
Yeah.
With the animator of Disney. His name was Glenn
That's real
King.
big. Hey, that's real big, especially when you don't win an Oscar.
Exactly. and then you co-wrote it too. So you was the executive producer with it. That's excellent.
You're going to see him on a lot of projects in 2018-19.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a eye opener for a lot of people.
That's a door opener for Kobe.
Mm-hmm.
After the NBA.
For real. UConn basketball last night. College basketball, NCAA. UConn beat Cincinnati 75-21, and they played without the All-American forward Gabby Williams. At one point, the score was 38-0, guys. Unreal. Remember, I told you about UConn, the number one team in the country. They're 31-0 this year. They have won 100 games in the ACC. Their last loss in the ACC has been since 2013 when the tournament started, when they started to the ACC tournament. In their conference, they haven't lost a game since then in ACC play. So, shouts out to them. I'm going to give you a rundown on the automatic bids. These teams are in the NCAA tournament. They don't know who they're going to play yet, but these teams automatically made it. They call them automatic bids. Belmont from the Ohio Valley Conference, George Washington from the Atlantic 10 Conference, Louisville from the ACC, Mercer from the Southern Conference, Ohio State from the Big Ten Conference, Oregon from the Pac-12 Conference, and South Carolina from the Southeastern Conference. So those teams are already in the NCAA tournament. They're called automatic bids.
Okay.
So that's going to be big. So in Virginia, it's the number one team in the men's overall right now. They're number one in the country. They got a unanimous choice. 65 first place votes getting them number one. University of Virginia out of the ACC. And I wanted to talk to you on the Big Ten. It was an article.
You said it was a what?
It was a Big Ten conference. You know, the conference they had last week. They had a tournament, the Big Ten tournament they had. That Michigan won when they beat Purdue. They had an article and saying they said they wanted. Remember, I told you it was wanted to try it in New York City at the Madison Square Garden. They was kind of skeptical about trying it there, but anyway, it was a success. So it was their first sellout since 2014. So that's big news because they've been having good turnout, but they never had a sellout. And it was their first time ever having it in New York City at the Madison Square Garden. So that was huge.
This is the first time they had a big sellout in
first time.
Madison Square Garden. In how long?
Yep, since 2014.
Oh, damn.
Yep, for college. They had sellouts for the New York Knicks, but not for college. So that was huge. So I wanted to mention that. Other sports news today. You hear about middleweight boxing, Canelo Alvarez? Hear about him?
Well, he's supposed to go against Gennady Golovkin?
Nope, tested positive for a banned drug, and the promoters blamed a contaminated meat.
Oh.
It was a voluntary test showed Alvarez had traces of, they call it clenbuterol. It's a statement from the Golden Boy promotion saying the amount was consistent with the meat contamination and impacted athletes in Mexico and China. So that's what they say about this Alvarez guy. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Well,
so that's breaking news.
That's real breaking because he be breaking motherfuckers down with body shots and head punches, and then for you to come up in a banned substance thing, that ain't gonna look too good.
Yeah, it came out today. Breaking news today on him. So
and then another thing though, Mayweather. After him and Mayweather got in a fight, Mayweather won. But he said it was something about him and his punches. Mayweather said that he if you can go back to the interview, Mayweather said it. It's like, man, it's something about his punches. He like, nigga, he hit me right in the ground area. Nigga, I got a bruise still right now after the fight. Like, it's gonna be sore.
Oh,
after.
really?
Yeah.
Man, that's tough. But Alvarez, though, I mean, like I said, this can hurt him a little bit because, people like that big substance stuff. If they do, I mean, they got to prove it.
That's gonna hurt him a lot. He's like the guy after Mayweather. Like Mayweather, he was the cash cow. He left.
Exactly.
De La Hoya was the cash cow before Mayweather. After Mayweather left, basically, not De La Hoya, Canelo is the cash cow of boxing. Everybody knows that's the big money fight.
Canelo. That's what they said today. So that's kind of, I was kind of shocked to hear because of all the people come up with some bad stuff. I wouldn't think his name would ever come up, man. It did. I just hope they can, if he said it's meat, I hope they can prove that it's some bad contaminated meat that he had.
You know what? I'm laughing at that shit because I'm like, are you serious? Contaminated meat is the reason. You got to call for some bad substance. Fucking man, it was the meat.
Yeah.
I'm putting it on the meat. I'm with the woke. I'm with the woke people.
Yeah. They said Daniel, his name Itchner, he's director of the World Anti-Doping Agency. He accredited the laboratory that conducted the test. And, he wrote that Monday. So he's saying that it was dope. So we'll see. And just hope it's not. NFL news. The Cowboys put a $17.5 million tag on DeMarcus Lawrence. He's a Pro Bowler, defensive end, $17.5 million in 2018. They had to Tuesday to put this price tag on him. 25 years old. He had a breakout season, 14.5 sacks last year. So that's big news for the Cowboys because they needed good lifetime defensive end pass rusher. DeMarcus Lawrence, big name, guys. Everybody here, listen for this name next year in 2018 NFL. Dallas defensive end, DeMarcus Lawrence, big time player.
So was he at the combine?
No, he's playing for the Cowboys. He played for him. He's been playing for him.
Oh, okay.
But they put a franchise tag on him, so they want him to be a long time term. They gave him $17.5 million. That's a lot of money for a defensive end. Almost $20 million a year. Yeah. So they expecting big things from this boy. Yeah. So like I said, they traded up to get him, and back in 2014, they made a lot of moves to get him, and it's paying off because he's performing. So that's some breaking news. Also, some NHL news. I know you guys will hear much this National Hockey League. I just want to give you the best record in the NHL today is Washington. In the Eastern and the Western Conference, the best record is Nashville. We got to give those guys props too. So, baseball, Rays traded, Tampa Bay Rays, they traded infielder Ryan Shrimp to Atlanta Braves for a player to be named or cash. The 29-year-old Shrimp began last season with San Diego starting third baseman and batted .158 with 14 homers. So that's some big news. The Mariners, they lost their top players. His name is Ben Gamble, up to 6 weeks. He had a torn muscle, so he'll be out for a minute.
And that's in baseball?
That's in baseball, yep. And we still got the top two teams for far spring training. New York is 8-2 in the American League, and the Chicago Cubs are 7-2. And like I told you, remember, I'm going to tell you to pay attention to this team. I'm going to say it again. Milwaukee Brewers, they're tough this year. They're right behind the Cubs at 7-3. They're in second place as far as Major League Baseball. So top three teams, Yankees, and American League, and the National League, we got the Cubs, and we got the Milwaukee Brewers. Mm-hmm. Shifting gears to the NBA, last night, your Cleveland Cavaliers defeated the Pistons, 112-90. Mm-hmm. LeBron James, 31 points.
You see.
Larry Nance, 22 points and 15 rebounds.
Can you see that? Can you see that that future that what they call that? That fortune I told about Nance?
Yeah.
With
Lance. Yeah, I can see what you're saying now. With Lance, he played 22 points and 15 rebounds in his first, but it was his first start too. So they might. I think he earned him a starting position.
I was telling people that from the beginning, them Clarkson and Nance need to be fuck all that veteran shit and all this love and friendship shit, they need to be in the starting lineup if they want to get any kind of chemistry built up into going into the playoffs. Because one thing, they good. The next thing that the bad thing is about them is that they young and they ain't got too much experience under their belt. But where you get experience is being in the game. And if you want,
That's true.
and if you want Nance to get his defense up to par the way y'all want it, because you see he's a beast on boards, he can score.
Ooh, 15 rebounds, man.
That's some
right there,
DeAndre Jordan shit right
hey,
there in Nance.
But not just that. If that's his first start, I hate to see this. I mean, if you keep letting this guy start, what kind of numbers he gonna put up? I mean, man. I mean, he hasn't been starting. He been still playing decent. But now you give him a start. He got 22 points and 15 rebounds.
Man, I'm trying to tell you. It's the LeBron and Nance show.
Yeah, I see it. The Pacers defeated the Bucks through 92-89. Your boy Giannis, 18 points. They put a stop on him.
Yeah.
You know who put a stop on him last night was your boy Thaddeus Young was guarding him. He kind of held him down a little bit. Oladipo only had 14 points, but the boy was Bogdanovich, 29 points. He put on the show last night. 9 for 13
Pacers
shooting.
got a full team, huh?
Yeah. They said, they're in fourth place now. They're in fourth place, and their goal is to try to get them to second place. That's what they said. They was talking to them last night at the game. Pacers they're on the roll right now. They're in fourth place in the Eastern Conference, right behind, and they're half a game behind Cleveland right now.
And the
So you got Toronto.
thing is, they ain't quote unquote in the spotlight team. So that's gonna come back to bite. That's gonna come back to bite motherfuckers in the playoffs because they're gonna be knocking out some spotlights.
They show at the rate they're playing right now, they're playing well. So the Heat defeated the Suns 125-103, Hussein Whiteside 24 points and 14 rebounds. The Celtics defeated the Bulls 105-89. Jaylen Brown 21 points, and Kyrie Irving he set out because of sore left knee, so he was still hurt from the game of the day. And Jason Tatum added 14 points. You do have some games on tap for tonight. You have Atlanta at Toronto, Miami at Washington, Philadelphia at Charlotte, Houston play Oklahoma City tonight, and Denver goes to Dallas. New York play a late game at Portland.
Houston and OKC.
Mm-hmm. Houston and OKC will play a good one tonight, so will. And New York go to Portland, and Brooklyn at Golden State on another late game. And last but not least, televised game. It's going to be on TNT, New Orleans at LA Clippers tonight at 10:30. So all you late night guys, you got your good game to watch. The Pelicans against the Clippers is going to be a good one, too.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. That's going to be a good one, too, right there.
Yeah, that's going to be an excellent one. So, because like I said, your boy you get for MVP, Anthony Davis, he's going to show out.
Mm-hmm.
He's been showing out.
And then I also wanted to go back and backtrack because I had to look at that. I had to look at that interview again of Layla Ali, and you said that she ain't gonna do it. She ain't gonna do it. I got her verbatimly saying, for the right price, I'll come out of retirement and I'll do the fight. And like she said, also verbatimly, I still don't feel like there's nobody alive out here right now that can beat me. And out here alive right now is Shields. So I'm just saying.
I don't think Shields can beat her pound for pound. But I just think with her layoff, can she crack off that long layoff? That's the only reason. My big question with her. You know, she's been off. I'm not saying like she was in a rare form. She'll knock Shields out, and Shields tough. But the thing about she's been off for a while. That's the only question mark I have with Layla Ali. I'm not taking nothing away from her because she is good. You know, when you're good, you're good. You can't get away from nobody. But just the layoff, that's the only thing I question.
Man, I mean, she's good like a Mayweather. Then, you know, Mayweather took layoffs, so he come back and he still whoop a motherfucker. I mean, he might be a little step off.
That's true.
But he still will whoop you.
He still whoop. I agree. And he's one of the few players, he's one of the few guys I know can take a layoff and come back and still be dominant.
Oh, yeah.
That's true. That's a good point.
And then some more big news, though. This is a big subject that I want to get on, and I want people to pay attention to this because it seems like everything that somebody tries to do that's black-owned and independent, they try to smear it. They try to smear it with something bigger. I don't know who these people are. I know it ain't everybody because everybody ain't in Hollywood and can release stuff like that. But they want to release. Mayweather said he's about to release a boxing video game. we ain't heard from Fight Nights and I don't know how long. He was trying to do a deal with them. They ain't want to pay him because, you know, Mayweather is a businessman. So basically, they ripping everybody off that's getting on these covers of the game. So Mayweather's going to do his game now. All of a sudden, they want to try to make Fight Night Round 5 way better and bigger. But at the same time, I just want y'all to know and go support it because For Honor then came out, which is Dame Dash's movie. It's a good movie. It's black owned. He put up all his money to do the movie. But it's getting smeared out by everything. They trying to bring out everything else so he don't get no money because they don't want people to believe in independency. They don't want you to believe in doing stuff yourself.
Is this movie out?
Yeah, the
Is
movie's
this movie out right now?
in theaters, For Honor. But you don't hear about it because it's Dame Dash paid for it with his own money. And that's the thing that, you know, like I want y'all to pay attention to because there's going to be a lot of black entrepreneurs coming up in 2018. And I want y'all to be aware if y'all don't support them, then you're just making the problem worse. When you want to, when you do your project and you want to support, you ain't going to have this shit. It's going to be fucked up.
Yeah. And we need to support our black business, our black entrepreneurs. I agree because it's just, it's like you said, go back to that so good. He got a good idea, support him. And with this thing Mayweather get home with this boxing, I think it'd be great. I think it'd be great for the game of boxing.
Yeah, but I'm saying I don't want everybody because they crafty when they do it because
right.
It's like we know exactly what you love, we know what you like. You can make a good project over here and it'll be something that like see this is the bigger picture. If Mayweather does it and he's successful with his own money, you know, a black man, guess what?
Mm-hmm.
A black kid somewhere could be like, I'm going to do a video game with my own money and I'm going to be successful instead of going and getting middleman and ripped off out of my idea and not getting too much of what I really deserve.
Yeah, or what they put into it, get anything back. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. So I tell you, that's going to be interesting to see what happens. I'm going to be watching it real closely.
No, I'm going to be supporting it. Like, I'm going to see For Honor. We're going to go see Black Panther, but we're going to go see For Honor, too.
Okay.
So
I haven't heard about
everybody,
movie, so.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to tell you. Everybody go check out For Honor. And if you remember, Paid in Full, I know you seen that.
Yeah, I remember.
That was a good movie, but he was getting ripped off out of that movie. I mean, he got more of what somebody else would do because of his mind state of wanting to be a boss, but he didn't have all the boss tools back then. You're always gonna have to you're gonna have to get ripped off the first part, but the whole thing is thinking like a boss, because that way you won't sign yourself into no long-term bullshit contract. It'll be a short-term bullshit contract. That way you can learn. It'll be a learning process.
Right. Makes sense too. I mean, you gotta learn from it. So I'm excited. I can't wait. Cannot wait.
Yeah, but I just wanted to share that with people because, you know, I'm all for throwing a wrench in the powers that be little tires they got spinning on people, putting them in the loophole, brainwashing them. So
yeah,
they hate me. Good. They hate me, but
well, I mean, you gonna have some haters out there, and you gonna have some haters every day. You know, and the thing about it, you gotta shake them off though, because you can't let them stop, especially if you got a goal and ambition. I like people. I like people who strive harder when they know they get some haters. Those people motivate me.
Just like us right here. We starting from. We gonna be the true definition of started from the bottom and made it to the top. Because that's what I'm doing with the whole radio station. I'm starting from the bottom. It don't matter. I could have went and did little side deals, but guess what? These people know how to do business, and what's gonna happen? They're going to rip me the fuck off out of my business. So then after I see that everything's flourishing and everything, I'm going to be like, damn, I'm not flourishing. They are.
That's true. That's what happened. That's the whole thing with the NCAA what's going on, too. The NCAA is flourishing off these athletes, but these athletes, I mean, they get name and recognition down the road, and they get money in the NBA and what's for. But the thing about it, NCAA getting the bulk of the money now, and that's what people complain about.
Yeah, they do need to get paid because I mean, I haven't been but I see why now that I watch it, because college players play more hungrier than the NBA players that play like they in a retirement home. Like, you know, like some of them's got that retirement home spirit. Like, shit, I already got the contract, I already got the deal. They locked
I mean,
in,
yeah,
they gotta pay me.
I'm set. Yeah, I'm
Uh-huh.
set. I'm set.
But
So,
the college basketball has been in the forefront because I wasn't watching it, but I hear people talk about it way more than the NBA, like for years. They like, man, did you see I watch college, I watch college, I watch college. I'm like, damn, college ball, y'all watch college instead of the NBA, and that's where the college people graduate to be in the NBA. I
yeah,
never
yeah.
understood that.
The Stan Van Gundy said it's one of the most corrupt business in the country right now. It's NCAA sports. So how the money that they fuel in, how they use these players. And he was mad about it. Stan Van Gundy coach for the Detroit Pistons.
Yeah, I think LeBron
So
spoke up about it too, about they need to get
LeBron
paid.
said the same thing. Yeah, LeBron said the same thing. LeBron James said the same thing exactly. So that's going to be seen.
Yeah, so that's going to be the show for today. So go ahead and shoot your shot.
Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great day. Be good to yourself as well as to others. Thank you.
All right. And there you have it. Another good show at HWL Radio Sports. Go over to HWLRADIO.com. Download the music app. Go over to the sponsors page. Go ahead and shop with the sponsors. And don't forget to check out North American Power. That's the name of the sponsor. They on HWLRadio.com beneath the video. And what they do is they get you a budget for all your utility bills. I know they do power and gas, so go ahead and check them out. They trying to get everything in one, all your utilities in one place. So that's they aim for the company, but you'll be budgeted basically. Like instead of your bill being $200 to $300, you'll know for a fact it'll be $150 from this month to this month, however long your contract is with them. And like I always say, like, share, subscribe. If you like what we stand for, you like what we doing, and make sure you tell a friend. Check out HWL Radio Sports on YouTube. And I'm out.